Prayers in the peaceful dawn, yoga in the morning, shramadana, breakfast, theoretical lectures, practical training, hands-on experience, personality development games. This is how thousands of Indian rural youth are getting ready in a holistic way to face their life with self-confidence and dignity. This is a nursery to raise plants of self-reliance to be growing into huge trees, yielding rich harvest of fruits in near future. And this is a success story of RUDSETI, Rural Development and Self-Employment Training Institute. Unemployment, particularly of rural youth, a most visible symptom of poverty, is a bane of this country. Urban migration in search of livelihood not only worsens the living conditions there, but also leads to social instabilities and shifting of resources from rural to urban. Paradoxically, education in general is creating more unemployability than otherwise.
At that juncture, we thought there should be a self-employment training program where these people can be directly pushed into life, and those who are unfortunate to have been denied of entering into educational campus also should be given opportunity to come up in life.
In fulfillment of this objective, Rural Development and Self-Employment Training Institute, RUDSETI, was established in 1982 by Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara Educational Trust, with Syndicate Bank and Canara Bank as the sponsors, under the visionary leadership of Padma Bhushana, Dr. D. Virendra Hegde, Dharmadhikari of Dharmasthala, a famous pilgrim center and sacred place in Karnataka.
We want to grow our RUDSETI to the area where so far no RUDSETIs have been formed, and particularly to bring about the people who have been left out from the mainstream of the economic activities, like the Maos, the tribals. They are all estranged from the mainstream of the society because they don't get the vocational training nor get the employment. I think RUDSETI has a tremendous role to play in this regard. Not only these tribals, but also the minority community will be our focusing point.
And one thing I can always say is, I think maybe in course of time, many of our trainings in the country, be it academic trainings or whatever it is, we'll have to tread the path with which I think RUDSETIs have taken up, and that is going to become a very critical for not only economy of the country but also for the employment generation in this, for the youth in this country. I am seeing a very, very bright future for the RUDSETIs because there is a strength in the concept.
RUDSETI's mission is to channel the youth power in wealth creation and to empower the youth to share economic progress equitably. Particular emphasis is placed on promotion of rural entrepreneurship.
The beauty of training of RUDSETI lies in the fact that we identify the talent hidden in the unemployed youth and give motivation to them to take up self-employment by not only giving skill but also providing EDP inputs.
Instead of writing someone else's account through wage employment, it's more meaningful to write one's own accounts by embarking upon some self-employment. RUDSETI chisels successful and confident entrepreneurs out of eligible unemployed youth. What makes this possible is a holistic approach adopted to empower the youth. Awareness programs conducted in association with various organizations help sensitizing the youth about the need for self-reliance and identify and motivate the youth to join the institute. Potential trainees are selected in a person-to-person interview and counseling. Then begins a short-term residential training in a branch of skill sets that suits her or his aptitude and background. Training takes care of skill development, hands-on experience, personality development, and development of entrepreneurial aptitudes. For the first generation entrepreneurs, there are as many as 50 types of avenues in 4 categories of EDPs. In addition to EDPs for the first generation entrepreneurs, RUDSETI also organizes skill upgradation programs and growth programs for the established entrepreneurs. Experiential learning by actually doing things is the basic approach to RUDSETI training. Well-equipped workshops and labs provide for such practical learning. This is in addition to classroom sessions facilitated by experienced trainer motivators. Field visits by trainees enrich their experience. Experience sharing with the role models build their confidence. In RUDSETI, in addition to hands-on practice in trades, the learners are also taught achievement motivation, entrepreneurial competencies, business opportunity guidance, time management, managerial skills, communication skills, and the like. Development of moral values and integrity mold the trainees into socially responsible business persons. Often successful entrepreneurs who were once the alumni of RUDSETI visit the institute as guest faculty, lending a realistic touch to the goal setting and designing of strategy to reach the goals. Short-time training and long-time hand-holding mentoring is the cutting edge of RUDSETI to ensure sustainable entrepreneurship development. In the post-training stage, bank linkages are provided to successful trainees in addition to a 2-year continued backup in the form of regular correspondence, individual contacts, unit visits, various level interactions, special follow-up meetings involving bankers and government officials. ISCART services involve business counseling, project consultancy, technology linkages, networking and marketing exposure. It is this kind of unique, comprehensive and goal-conscious approach that has made a high rate of settlement of 71% feasible. This is the highest rate of settlement ever observed, not only in India, but also in any other Asian countries. In various places, successful entrepreneurs federate to found forums to address their common problems. All these entrepreneurs gratefully acknowledge the catalytic role of RUDSETI in shaping their destiny. But for RUDSETI, I would have remained an assistant to this day. I would be a laborer. I wouldn't have been an owner. Whatever progress I have made today is due to RUDSETI only.
All those days I was thinking I'm only the ordinary woman who was having a desire to achieve something in life. But after going to institute, I came to know that I have a power.
When I completed my college, I was unable to walk. RUDSETI recognized my inner strength.
मेरी सफलता का सारा श्रेय ही रूडसेट संस्थान को जाता है, क्योंकि रूडसेट में बिल्कुल नील था. मेरे पास व्यवसाय तो बहुत दूर की बात है, मैं तो अंडे की और ठेली लगाया करता था.
They taught me customer relations. They solved my electricity problems.
ಕರೆಂಟ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. RUDSETI इंस्टीट्यूट मेरा साथ दे रहा है, क्योंकि मैं RUDSETI में सब सीखा और ट्रेनिंग लिया और ट्रेनिंग भी दिया. रूडसेट संस्थान के जो डायरेक्टर साहब था, उनका ही योगदान ये रहा कि मैंने अपने घर के अंदर एक छोटी सी दुकान खोली 25,000 रुपये का मात्र लोन लेकर के. उस लोन को लेकर के मेरे जो दोनों भाई साथ में थे वो भी बेरोजगार थे. चालू करने के उपरांत में आज इस कंडीशन में है कि वो भी अपनी फैमिली को आराम से चला रहे हैं और उनकी भी 3 दुकानें हैं.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಥರ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು.
RUDSETI taught me how to project my products in the wider market.
ವಿವರಣೆಯಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ RUDSETI ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಿದೆ.
उसके बाद में
थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस भी बढ़ा है और काम करते करते मतलब यूँ लगा कि अपन को कुछ एक्स्ट्रा करना चाहिए और व्यावहारिक ज्ञान की जो चीज़ें उन्होंने बताई वो आज भी जीवन में बहुत जगह काम आती है.
RUDSETI taught me to pursue photography as a profitable enterprise.
காளான் வளர்ப்பு குடி வந்து ஒரு 10க்கு 30 அடி.
I and my parents are engaged in mushroom production. With very low investment and less labor, we get more income and hence more profit.
15000 ரூபாய் மொத்தம் செலவாயிருக்கு.
ചാനൽ സംബന്ധമായ വർക്ക്.
I am now working for TV channels too. Due to the training at RUDSETI, I am able to produce documentary films for organizations like Grameen Bank, NABARD and the like.
और रोजगार शुरू करने से पहले उन्होंने हमें यहाँ की टूंडला की कैनरा बैंक शाखा से 40,000 की वित्तीय सहायता हमें दिलवाई और करीब इसमें हमने 60,000 रुपये अपना योगदान लगाकर 1 लाख रुपये में व्यवसाय की शुरुआत की.
I was just making the bricks. Training at RUDSETI taught me the market. I upgraded my project from 10 to 25 lakhs.
25 के ना अप्लाई मार दे. एक कॉन्फिडेंट लेवल हमें जो उन्होंने बताई गई है कि जो कॉन्फिडेंस लाओ आप खुद में कि हम लोग भी कहीं पे पीछे ना हो जाए महिला होने के कारण, बस आगे चलो, अच्छी चीज़ें वो छोड़ो मत, ये विचारधारा से हम लोग आगे हो गए.
It was believed that we have to take a politician to approach a bank. In RUDSETI training, the bank managers themselves visited us. With the direct interaction with them, we learned how to approach a bank on our own.
ನಮಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ.
ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 1.5 ಲಕ್ಷದಿಂದ ಆ 1.5 ಲಕ್ಷದಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು
I started my venture with just 1.5 lakh rupees. Now I have reached 1 crore. I have branches at Beltangadi and Mudbidre also.
ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೂಡುಬಿದಿರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಂಡವಾಳದಿಂದ
I started screen printing with just 500 rupees. Now I have an offset printing press with asset worth 25 lakhs.
ಇವತ್ತು ಸುಮಾರು 25 ಲಕ್ಷದ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
ನಮ್ಮ 4-5 ಶಾಖೆಗಳಿದೆ.
I have totally 4 branches.
ಹುಣಸೆಮರದ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ
We have a branch at Bangalore and we have appointed dealership in the coastal belt of Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Goa.
ಡೀಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
Now I am on my own. Earlier, it was not like that.
ಮೊದಲಾಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
8,000 rupees per month is the average earning level of the youth who have started micro enterprises after coming out of RUDSETI. Further, employment generation by settled trainees is in the range of 1 to 50% per each unit. Some of these entrepreneurs have evolved into excellent trainers too.
ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಪಾರ್ಲರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್
I am a trainer at RUDSETI and also at Syndicate Institute of Rural Development. I train in beauty parlor management skills. I also share my experience on small enterprise management as well.
ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ.
ಕೆನರಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಿಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, RUDSETI ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು.
I go as a resource person to Syndicate Bank, Canara Bank, RUDSETI, Lions Club, Rotary Club and various colleges.
ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ತರಬೇತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
I have given professional training to several women. 10 of them are appointed here only.
ನಮ್ಮ RUDSETI ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕೆಲವರು ಲೋನ್ಗಳು ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ
I help the trainees to purchase right camera equipment. I teach professional photography in my
ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಒಂದು
studios.
15ರಿಂದ 16 ಜನ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಕಲಿತು ಸ್ವಂತವಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಷಿಯನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ SSLC
In a 6-month diploma, I teach them the skills and also give a diploma certificate.
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ.
The alumni of RUDSETI, with the relentless efforts, have won the recognition of state and national level trade awards. With a rich pool of various resources, RUDSETI is also able to reach out to other sectors. It offers training in rural development and HRD programs to train rural development facilitators of NGOs for SHG management and bank officials, social animators in rural development activities. RUDSETI bazaars are organized to provide marketing support to the RUDSETI trained entrepreneurs. Each unit organizes at least one bazaar every year during melas, exhibitions and special occasions. The entrepreneurs also participate in melas organized by other associated organizations. This facilitates the participants to get an insight about wider market trends and customer behavior. RUDSETI has become a brand name in the field of rural entrepreneurship development and has caught the attention of policymakers and planners of union government and state governments and other nationalized banks, NABARD, SIDBI and host of other institutions.
NABARD has been closely associated with this enterprise, and we hope that this support which NABARD has given to RUDSETIs has helped to spread the spirit of entrepreneurship across the country. We feel that in future, most of the young people in rural India would be taking up such entrepreneurial activities.
RUDSETI, because of its reach in the rural areas, and it's covering now almost in 14 states, and since even SIDBI is a all India financial institution, it helps us to also outreach our activities across these 14 states. And many of the income generating activities which